everyone, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to review a free visual novel called Jellyfish Season, and I already liked it so much. I mean, look at her face, it's like Beavis and Butthead had a, I don't know, daughter, and she's creepy. Preferences. Okay. Controls. Advanced dialogue without selecting choices. Too many buttons. So. Jellyfish Season. So. Oh my god. Nicolas left his scooter on the empty side of the road at the way down to the sea. The path was very steep. He walked through a heavy thicket and crawled cowardly down the boulders hanging on the garden roots at the stuck of the ground. Okay. Down there he took off his sneakers, threw them on the coastal sand, and rested his hands on his knees. His plump face flushed, his forehead was pouring with sweat. Is he fat? His belly big enough as it is inflated so much with each breath that it seemed that Nicolas was an air balloon and that he was about to take off? Is he has some problems with his weight? The fatty man was sweating and had still not recovered his breath, but felt fine. Oh my god! I don't want to play as Nicolas. I mean, he looks like.
Oh, he's a girl.
No, he is not. I mean, he looks like a finger or a earthworm. Or a UFO, and no, I don't like him. More like a postcard picture rather than a beach. I come here and it lightens my soul. No worries. He buried his feet in soft white sand, just like powdered sugar, except it's not sweet. Yeah, you have some problems with sweets, I think. Nicolas found this place on the third day of his vacation when he traveled to the southern end of the island to a fishing village to take a look at the sea gypsies. The local residents didn't make a strong impression on him though. Nicolas expected to see the wild people of the sea, a land untouched by civilization, but he was greeted with rows of stalls, festooned with pearls, shells and other trifles, and houses with foam, satellites, antennas and metal roofs. At each doorstep there sat a man or a woman. They smoked cigarettes and followed the stranger with the drunken eyes. On his way back he noticed a sign nailed to a tree. No text, nothing but an arrow inviting to a dense jungle. The way down all stones and bushes would trouble even a young athlete, to say nothing of such a clumsy big man like Nicolas. The almost indistinguishable trail ran along a rocky slope, winding among the trees, disappearing and appearing again. Nicolas was even thinking to turn back, but he was too tired to climb up. Once he almost fell. He stumbled on a root and barely kept his feet so as not to crash down from the cliff. Finally the bushes parted and a tiny bay opened up before him, sandwiched between the cursed rocks. The sea was glistening not far away, emerald in the shallows and juicy blue at the horizon. The beach was deserted. Nicolas decided that tourists didn't come here because they always needed beach chairs, drinks, umbrellas, but here there was just the naked shore, not a single restaurant, and difficult descent. But that was all he needed, to have a bathe away from prying eyes. Nicolas loved to come here every morning. But what every morning? It was just 3 days ago he found this place. He undressed, satisfied that no one looked at his body, and rushed into the water, which was as pure as glass. He swam far away and could still see bottom of the sea through the thick turquoise and colored gardens on the bottom, and elegant fish floating in a dance. He divided and was a guest at this underwater party as long as he had enough air into his lungs. Oh, how boring can it be? Yesterday Nicolas bathed until nightfall and would have bathed all night, but he was stung by a jellyfish. It spreaded its tentacles all across his belly like a lash of whip. It burned a lot, but not for long. No big deal actually, he would not even think of it now. Nicolas had already recovered his breath and was going to take off his clothes, but suddenly saw the same slippery little fellow as the one yesterday. It was washed ashore by a strong wave and was lying on the water's edge, pale and dull, more like a wrinkled plastic bag. Maybe this strange woman is a jellyfish? Oh, it's very creepy. I mean, it's super creepy. Look at it. Is it a horror game? Nicolas came over and bent down to take a closer look. The jelly body has not yet dried out and almost imperceptibly twitched. Nearby lay another one, transparent too, and another one, and yet another one, and one more. The whole beach was scattered with jellyfish. There were all kinds of them, hockey puck-sized and like an open umbrella, brown with toads, and pinkish red. Here come a blue one. He had never seen those before. Nicolas was walking on wet sand, examining each. Strange creatures, so beautiful and so helpless. Nicolas looked up. Directly above him there stood a cliff covered with thick wood. The sea licked its smooth boulders. In the shade of casuarinas there was a white towel. What the? Nicolas was taken aback. This beach belonged to him, right down to the smallest grain of sand. No one has ever showed up here, but today someone came over and spread out a towel on the sand. An open notebook and a pen lay on the towel. He looked around in search of the owner. The sea was desert. He picked up the notebook, shook the fallen fur needles off. The page was covered with smooth, beautiful handwriting, like a calligraphy worksheet. Nicolas read a few lines. Poems in English. Oh, it's strange that he can read, according to his strange look. He knew nothing about poetry. Among poets, he heard only Tsarkovsky and Leno. In addition, he had a poor knowledge of English, but still he had no doubt that he was reading poetry. And who is he? Is he a Frenchman or German? Written from the girl's perspective, seeming about death. Oh my god, no, I don't want to. We are not afraid of death because time is more painful than death. We are not afraid of ghosts because we always hear footsteps and things fall randomly and move. We are not afraid of giant suckers underground because it's just ridiculously where the giant suckers underground. Are we afraid of dogs? We are not afraid of dogs because they are vampires and they know how to talk. We are very boring and that is indeed a fact. My friend, we are a little afraid of music because it looks scary. We are afraid of the world because the world is like an irritated older brother. Sometimes we are afraid to live. Sometimes we want to stand in front of a mirror and ask, "You are joking, right?" Fell in love with pain. Okay, I don't want to read it. I'm gone like a sea wave broken by a brick water. I'm gone like a sea wave broken by a brick water. Okay. Oh my god. Oh no. Well, what do you think of it? She's kind of weird. First of all, I thought that it's just a clumsy visual novel with bad graphics and stupid plot, but it's a strange one. Okay, I can accept it. It's strange and scary. She stood beside him, barefoot in a wet pale blue sleeveless dress. He peered out of thin air, tall, volleyball player probably, with her blonde hair stuck to the face and her hands covered with goosebumps. Sorry, I did not want. He put the notebook back. He ran his hand over his bald head. She seemed to him very beautiful, her eyes blue and clear like a glass cleaner. You always take other people's things without asking. No, sorry. Nicolas looked away. The beach was littered with jellyfish. Poor things perished under the mercilessly blazing sun. He had never seen so many jellyfish. I must apologize and leave, thought Nicolas. Behind the rock there is another beach. It's worse than this one, of course, a lot of sharp rocks at the bottom of the sea, and the water is not so clean, while here you can swim very far and still see the fish. Where are you from? Your accent is weird. Finland. And you? I'm not from here, too. She spoke slowly and casually. Australian, suggested Nicolas. There are a lot of Australians here. Well, what do you think of my poems? Very beautiful. I used to write a lot when I was a child. Then I stopped and now started again. It's good. Really? And you are not good. I mean, is she going to eat me? I started recently, and how do you like the line about the wave? I'm gone like a sea wave broken by a brick water. Not bad, right? Beautiful poem. I guess I'll rewrite them. These lines seem to be worse than others. Your poem is shit. Nicolas kept silent. He was bad at poetry. He stood fat and sweaty, stroking his bald head and tried to remember how to say in English, "Thank you so much for the conversation, but unfortunately I had to go. I wish you all the best." Today the beach was hers. The girl had wonderful blonde hair. She's not a girl, she's a woman. They had already dried up. Nicolas was surprised how quickly the day came. But it doesn't matter. They will never be published. Why? You are good. I like your poetry. I know they will be published. No, don't say so. They will be published. Do you really not understand? I don't understand. You are a good woman. Where is my Uganda brother? I have to go. Thank you. Waves kept throwing more jellyfish on the shore. Crystal bodies melted on the sand under the crazy sun, and she suddenly sobbed. They won't be published because I'm dead. No, I don't want to see any screamers. No, please. I don't want to see any screamers. I'm a dead jellyfish. Oh. I don't want. I'm sorry, my English is bad. Come on, your English is good. Thank you. I understand a little but speak badly. So my friends, I think on this, I don't know how to say it. On this point we should stop. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will wait for the part 2. I will wait for the part 2 actually. Thank you for watching and bye bye.